Hi, I'm Mark Cerny.
Alright, Mark. Let's see what you got.
PS5 Pro substantially improves over PlayStation 5 in 3 ways. Here's what we call the Big 3.
Hell yes. Let's see what you got, boy. Alright, Sony, let's do this. Been waiting over, almost 10 minutes for this to see that What the fuck? No, dog. I don't need this shit.
3 weeks later.
I don't need this shit. I don't need it. I don't need it.
I need it!
I need it. God, Sony.
PlayStation.
Well on, people. Welcome back. You don't know, it's your boy Kamani Brown, and yep, PS5 Pro in the building. Now, how's my acting? That's cool, right?
Oh, wow!
But yeah, all jokes aside, people, this video really and truly supposed to answer several questions. Do you need this thing? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Unboxing, of course, and also hear my first time impressions and let you know if this thing is as awesome as Marky Boy makes it sound. Now, straight off the bat, do you need this thing? If you have to ask yourself that question, the answer is oftentimes no. I needed it. Yeah, guys, I really need this thing. I really didn't. But for people like me with the 4K OLED 120 Hz with VRR TVs, the person who wants the best of the best, the enthusiasts, the tech reviewers, you know, yeah, people like me. And maybe even people like you. I mean, people, if you just love tech, if you love video games, if you want the best of the best, you want to see things in the highest fidelity possible, if you have the TV to take advantage of what that thing has to offer, yeah, it's for you too. For someone who has a PS5 straight off the bat, and I'm saying this from the very beginning of this video, no, you don't need it. If you want it, no judgments. I mean, I got it too, people. And right off the bat, people, it's a joy. It's pretty flipping awesome. She's leaner, meaner, and she's ready for action. Now, if you've unboxed a PS5 before, you've pretty much unboxed them all, from the OG, the revision, the slim, and even now the Pro. They're all pretty much the same. It's a cardboard box inside of another cardboard box. You have the wires on top, the controller, and of course the system inside. And for the wires, it's pretty standard. The HDMI cable, your power cable, the USB-C to USB-C charging cable for the controllers and whatever other accessories that you may have. Of course, a standard DualSense Edge controller. Of course, the newest revision that they have, I actually had the launch DualSense DualSense controller, and guys, I miss those controllers. If you've been with me from the very beginning, you saw that I actually modded that thing. And to afford this system, I sold it. Trade secret, you can sell a system. But yeah, most of the money was made from selling that. And yeah, I mean, I don't need 2 PS5s. Yeah, that's about it. Pretty simple, pretty bare bones. As it compares to the OG PS5, see for yourself. Here she is. Pretty slim in comparison. Much more powerful. This thing has about 45% or so more graphical horsepower, significantly more RAM, 16 gigs of GDDR6 RAM, 2 gigs of GDDR5 RAM dedicated to the CPU itself. So The CPU isn't bogged down doing unnecessary tasks. Everything, all 16 gigs of that juicy GDDR6 memory is dedicated to the GPU. Pretty sweet. And of course, that brand new fangled PSSR AI. Guys, AI doesn't exist. But anyway, let's not get into that. That PSSR image enhancer that they built into this thing natively, which should make all the games from PS4 games to PS5, new, existing, and upcoming games look their best on PS5, that is. Now, so far, this thing is pretty cool. The launch PS5 was actually a lot heavier. She had a fat ass too. It had a USB-A port up front. This has two USB-C ports. One is a super speed 10 gigabit per second port. The other one is just a standard USB-C port to use for charging controllers and whatever. Of course, you have the power port at the back, the HDMI port. There's a Kensington lock up there. I don't know who the hell uses these things. I don't even know how to use them, people. You have your LAN port, standard as usual. Two super speed USB-A ports as well. And that's about it. That's really all you need to know. This stand is not included. I had to get this separately. Yet again, damn it, Sony. You're not making it easy for a out here. And yeah, so far I've played a few PS5 Pro enhanced games. There's Final Fantasy 16. Yeah, pretty big upgrade. I am so glad I did not finish that game. Like, yo, no, it looks like a next gen game. Like, out of all the games, and I mean, I'm going to get to a few more that I tested, but with all the games that I have played recently, all the games that I have tested, yeah, that's the one that truly looks superb and basically another generation ahead. Like all the smear, that Vaseline smear when you had it in performance mode, gone. The thing is crisp, as close as you're going to get to 4K, buttery smooth 60 FPS, crystal clear graphics, guys. I mean, you can see it there on the screen. Yeah, I can't talk about this enough. Now, the next game I tested, Callisto Protocol, that was upgraded as well. Funny enough, I actually got that game right as it launched about 2 or so years ago. Haven't finished it yet, so now is the best time yet again. The next game I tested was Resident Evil 4. Played the hell out of that from start to finish, and I sort of wish I did not, because now with the ray tracing and the locked 60 FPS, buttery smooth, you can turn off the film grain and the motion blur. The thing look clean. If you haven't played Resident Evil 4 before, now is the best time to jump in, especially if you're getting a Pro, guys. Like, the thing is beautiful. Horizon Zero Dawn, well, Horizon Forbidden West. Yet again, another game that I actually regretted finishing, because now it is in its best form yet. It is the best in class, easily the best looking game on consoles, not even just PS5, on consoles, and probably now in its best form, it could potentially be the best looking game ever. I mean, it won't defeat the PC version that's running on, you know, those big 4090 NVIDIA GPUs. Maybe not. But for damn sure, people, this thing is bucking on my elbow, people. And this thing is struggling here. But yeah, beautiful, crisp. You see it here on screen for yourselves. I mean, it may not be doing it justice because, of course, it's compressed with it being recorded and then with YouTube compression. And I mean, I had to do a little bit of color grading or whatever to get it to look presentable, or at least to compensate for some of the YouTube compression. Don't know how well I did, but the devil is in the details, and the thing looks incredible. Easily the best looking game that I have ever laid my eyes on. I am not a PC gamer, so PC gamers don't come for me. But yeah, I had to ramble on for that. Beautiful, people. Aloy has never looked that good. And I don't know how old she is, So don't call me a pedophile. I don't know. No. Yeah, guys, so that was just a quick overview. I mean, I really and truly just want to finish this video, edit it, get it out, and jump back into testing this thing. I mean, now just a few notes just to, you know, do some housekeeping. Does it work with the PS Portal? Yes, it does. It works even better, funny enough, and it's not really just connection. It's just the mere fact that this thing runs PS5 games at their best possible on PS5. You get the best PS Portal experience as well. It is definitely a league up. Far more stable frame rates. I mean, the Portal is just 1080p 60. I hear there's micro stutters, that there's some weird thing with it, I don't know, but it works flawlessly with it. Buttery smooth. This thing is also super quiet. Funny enough, it's even quieter than the launch system, which shouldn't be funny enough, it should be expected. And she's a silent, very neat, very sexy beast. Like, I love these racing stripes here. And there's a lot more to come, I'm sure. I mean, the true potential of this thing is yet to be seen. I'll imagine with newer games, especially GTA 6, which is expected, I think next year? Is it next year or 2026? I don't know. That game has been a long time coming since its launch in 2013. I played it when it came out, when it just came out way back then. Guys, I think I was in... Guys, I'm not young. Well, not old either. But I was in college when that came out, 2013, do the math. It's a long time ago at this point. Ancient. Can't wait for that. It may be in its best form here on the PS5. That is for damn sure. I'm looking forward to that. And there's so many other games to come, games that I did not play, and I'm actually grateful for that. I'm going to be jumping into them here. And yeah, guys, I mean, that's about it. You saw the specs, you heard the specs, you see the system herself. Not much to say. If you have a PS5, you pretty much know what you're going to get, more or less. More of the same, but better, crispier, more delicious. And until the next time, people, thanks for tuning in. You don't know, I'll appreciate a like, subscribe, and of course hitting that notification bell so you know when the next video is out. Stay tuned, people. More to come on this thing as we see it evolve and come in its own. See you guys in the next one. Peace out and take care.